Why breastfeeding can cause neck pain. Hi, I'm William Fuller, certified massage therapist, wellness educator, and founder of Vision Body Mind. And thank you very much for taking the time to work with me here today. I know that you're very busy with breastfeeding and changing poopy diapers and all the rest of it, so I'm going to keep this one quick. Although I do like to waffle on a little bit, but I promise I'm going to keep this one quick. Very basically, and I know I'm not necessarily an expert in breastfeeding, but as a certified massage therapist trained in postnatal massage, then I do spend a lot of time with mums, especially corporate mums that have spent a lot of time kind of hunched over a computer screen all day. So I kind of find that this kind of hunched position, already a computer screen, already that's overloaded the tension in the upper back, neck and shoulders. Now all of a sudden we're sleep deprived, we're spending a lot of time bending over, changing baby, and then now what we're going to throw in the mix, those of us that are breastfeeding, is kind of having this arm wrapped around like this. If you're getting any shoulder pain, please check out Breastfeeding and Shoulder Pain. I go into some detail there about why that's being affected there. But on top of that, we've got this head forward positioning, especially if it's a newborn, and it's your first child, and there's all this anxiety about wanting to make sure that you get it right, and you're a terrible mom if you can't breastfeed, and all the social pressure that's along with that, which I strongly disagree with, but anyway, that's for another story. But you could imagine that we're kind of looking down like this. That's putting a lot of strain in through here. Now let me give you a visual cue, because this makes this so much easier to understand. Imagine that this is the muscle tissue in the neck in particular. We've got like levator scapula, upper trapezius. We've got a lot of this other tissue running up in through here, up into the neck. So if we're up in like this, sorry, I'm gonna have to put baby down. Imagine that the tissue is connecting from the top here up into here. Okay, so when we're like this, like servus capitis, it's all just kind of helping us to be looking side to side like this. Now all of a sudden we've got a head forward like this. Notice how that puts a big strain in through here on this tissue. Okay, so that's attaching from the back of the head down into the shoulder. You can imagine that eventually that tension is going to cause some aggravation and pain in through there, especially if that tissue is already tight through being hunched over a computer screen. Now, am I saying that you should just be breastfeeding, looking out into the distance and hope for the best? Not at all. Two big suggestions that I'm saying. Suggestion number one, if you feel like you've got a good latch and things are going okay, don't forget that there's a distance out here. Yes, there's also a lot of research about wanting to bond with your baby, looking in the eyes with the baby, and there's all this great stuff. So I'm not saying don't do that stuff, but let's just be a little bit more conscious now about this head forward position and how that could be causing pain. And then the second thing that I find is, what happens if you're not breastfeeding? Can you be a little bit more aware about your head positioning so that your head isn't hunched forward like this? I know it's something that I struggled with my newborn. My daughter's now 2 years old now, with one on the way. So I'm preparing for this, hence this video, to try and help other people avoid the pain that you might be going through. So what situations could we think about having the head in a lighter, more upright position rather than this kind of forward strain position? And I've worked with mums where they've been in chronic neck pain for several months, and with a couple of sessions releasing the tension. And then the thing isn't about releasing the tension, the issue is how do you stop the tension from coming back? So by then correcting this situation through here, maybe you're looking down a little bit more rather than leaning the head forward. As tempting as it is to be on your phone as well, make sure that we're not in this kind of text neck position, and our head, we're not pushing back, but it's more just kind of sitting up in through here. Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to join me today. I know you're extremely busy, but I wouldn't let myself get away with not sharing this little piece of information, because it is very unnecessary for you to be in pain, especially in through the neck. You're already going through so much. You're already sleep deprived. You're already a milk machine, and there's a lot of demand on you right now, and it doesn't help if you've got this pain constantly going on. It's just another layer of unnecessariness. So really just, it's a simple thing to really start to work with now. So first step is start to be aware of what's going on here. If you want any kind of exercises or some information, please check out visionbodymind.com, where you'll find a lot of resources there that's going to help you. In particular, there's a free 5-day posture program, which is built around building the awareness of the head. It's very difficult. You're tired, stressed, sleep deprived. You're trying to really focus on what's going on with the feeding there. It's hard to be aware of what's going on with the head. And what happens with the 5-day posture challenge is it's 5 very short, kind of mini meditations, less than 5 minutes. But my hope is that it's for people that are sitting in front of a computer, but also I hope that mums can find this useful, even if maybe while you're breastfeeding. Its role is to try and reduce stress as well, because that's an issue and that could lead to poor posture as well. But it's also aimed at increasing your awareness what's going on in your head and triggering you into what poor head posture habits you might be doing, and then how you could correct that towards the end. So it's just 5 days. I know you're extremely busy. There's a reason why I've tried to make it so short as possible. All you have to do is press play and listen to those. So please, please, please head over to visionbodymind.com. Try out the free 5-day head posture challenge there. And it's really going to start to cue you in on what's going on in this situation. And please feel free to share that with your husband as well, because chances are, or partner, because chances are that they might have this head forward going on as well whilst they're holding your little cherub there. Okay, great. Well, I promise I'm not going to use up any more of your time. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you found this information useful and you'd like to receive more videos on this, please feel free to subscribe below. And then you could also share this on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever your fix is, whilst you're sitting around the house with your baby, like any parent does that, to help anybody that you think might find this information helpful if they're experiencing any kind of neck pain. Thank you very much for taking the time to be with me today, and here's to living a happy, healthy, active life.